For those of you who missed the feature premiere today and are unable to play during the early access, you want to know what's going on in the game, you want to know some of the content that they added, well, STS, they recapped all that on the feature premiere, but if you missed that, like I said, you want to know what's going on, then this video is for you. I'm going to take you on a tour of Diamond Dynasty. I'm going to show you all the little pieces of content in the game. I'm going to show you absolutely everything. So sit tight, grab a snack, a little cup of tea, and enjoy yourself. So the first thing we're going to look at is the beautiful programs tab here. You have three different options to choose from, and we're going to explore the XP reward path first. Now, that's my mistake. It's actually not the XP reward path anymore. It is the first inning program. Okay, I think that is a great change for the game. I really miss when inning programs were like the main way to get the best cards in the game. MLB The Show 20, MLB The Show 21, I think, are the two best MLB games ever. And what did they have? Inning programs. Now, I don't know if that's the key to success. I'm not saying it is, but I'm observing. I'm observing. So over at 7,500 XP is you have this beautiful Jose Bautista. He's big, he's beefy, he's Dominican, and he is going to hit an obscene amount of home runs for you if you draft him in BR. Look at this card. It is so good, and that clutch is just delightful. Bautista is going to be awesome for you in BR. The next thing that you might notice now is this Cornerstone Evolution Pack. Now, you might remember from last year they had the Cornerstone Captain Packs that would be in your inventory at the start of each new season. That is no longer a thing. That is being replaced with the Cornerstone Evolution Packs. And I think that that is better for the game because this is more content, this is more unique cards, this is more stuff for you to do, and we will never say no to that. So you open it up and you think, oh my god, this is a bunch of stinky silvers. But I say, you're wrong, okay? Let's imagine you choose one of these three silvers, you choose Dick Allen, okay? This card, for a silver, it's pretty decent. But is he going to be on your lineup? Most likely no. But what you do is you take Dick Allen, then you head over to Assorted Programs, okay? Now you're going to click RB, Player Programs, and you're going to see this Dick Allen program. Now, you have the Silver Dick Allen, so you're going to do these moments, and then you're going to do some missions with Silver Dick Allen, and then you're going to do some stuff with third baseman and Phillies. And then what do you get? This beautiful Diamond Dick Allen for completely free. All you have to do is about an hour of grinding, and that's it. And the same can be said for Ubaldo Jimenez, new legend in the game as well, Orioles legend Ubaldo Jimenez. This card is very good. He will not be on your endgame rotation, but he will be in your early game rotation for quite some time. This card is delicious. This card is tasty. This card probably has big, strong biceps, and so does Bobby Abreu. Look at the clutch. Look at the power. Look at the fielding is going to be decent enough. He's going to play right field for you in the secondaries. Let's be realistic. He's going to DH for you, but he is a very, very good card. And you will get all three of these cards so long as you do the programs. So heading back to the first inning program, you're going to see a whole bunch of just sprinkled headliners, standard pack stubs. Your second Cornerstone Evolution pack is at 70k, and then some ball-in standards. Your third Cornerstone Evolution is at 135k, and then you're going to see this Pipeline Deluxe pack. We are going to talk about that a little bit later. Right now, I want to talk about Jake Arrieta, 87 overall, Jakey Breaky Heart. Let's see if it'll load. This card is delightful, okay? Now, the no cutter, I think, is a detriment to the card, but it's not going to make the card unusable, because just look at the stats. I mean, it's unbelievable. He has beautiful hits per 9. He has some decent enough walks per 9 in control, but his velo is high, his break is high. These are his quirks. If you care, Arrieta is going to be super great to have. You get him at 205,000 XP. Moving on now to the first inning XP Path Boss Choice Pack. Now, this is a change that they have made. You are only going to be getting 2 of these boss packs in the XP Path. If you want the third one, you will have to buy it off the marketplace. Say what you will about that. I don't really mind, because I think that only 2 of these bosses are even worth getting. And the first one is Manny Ramirez. How can you say no to those stats? My goodness, the defense is not good at all, but he's going to make up for it tenfold with how beautiful his swing is. The next card that I think you should go for, and this is a little bit controversial, is Mark McGwire. Because look at those stats. If you have played 23 or 24, you know that Mark McGwire has probably the worst swing in the game, but he definitely can get it done on All-Star. So if you want a guy with some big, beefy biceps in your lineup up until you make Hall of Fame, then, you know, Mark McGwire could be him for you. These are Beltre stats. He is still a very, very good card. I believe he is underwhelming as it stands. If you parallel him up a couple of times, he could be definitely solid for you. You get him to P2, he'll have that diamond reaction, he'll have that diamond fielding, he'll be a vacuum at the hot corner. But the hitting stats just aren't really enough for me. And now, like I said, you only get 2 boss packs in the first inning program. The second boss pack is the last reward that you will get in the program, except for the wheel, and you will earn it at 500,000 XP. Next up, we will go over the starter program, which I think that every single person who downloads this game should do. These are just free cards for you to add into your collection. Free XP, free packs. The first card that you will get, you might notice because they're all 3 on screen, you will get an 80 overall version of all of the cover athletes. This is what Gunnar Henderson looks like. He will be a very solid bench bat for you against right-handers. Bad ball hitter and table setter are very, very good perks for this card to have. This card will also be phenomenal in Battle Royale. Switch hitting shortstop Ellie De La Cruz is pretty much the same story as Gunnar Henderson. He's just a switch hitter. He has a better swing, and also he's Ellie De La Cruz. I mean, come on. Paul Skeens might not knock your socks off, but you have to remember, this is Paul freaking Skeens. I don't think this guy has ever had a bad card in this game. He is so much fun to use. He probably will dominate for you, let's be real. And the last card in this program is new legend, new to the game, Roger Clemens. You will be able to use Roger Clemens on day absolute 1 if you so please. All you have to do is complete the starter program. About the spring breakout program, now I'm not gonna go into detail on all of these guys' stats, but you can see you'll get a gold Jackson Ferris, you'll get a gold Connor Griffin, you get a nice Ethan Salas, a diamond Chase Dollander, who I think is really very solid for you. He might not be able to throw a strike, but if he does, the opponent most likely will not hit it. You will get Max Clark, and you will get the prestigious 87 overall JJ Weatherholt, the shortstop, left-handed hitter. He looks very, very solid. I think that he could be very good for you at second base. I also think he could play shortstop for you. If you parallel him up a couple times, you get him to that gold fielding, you get him to that gold reaction, he'll be very, very solid for you. Now let's talk about this Pipeline Deluxe pack, okay? How this works is you get 1 guaranteed of these Pipeline Series golds, okay? And you have a chance to pull any of these Pipeline Series diamonds, okay? Now, the 87s are sort of like a rare round, the 85s are kind of the middle round, and then obviously the 83s would be the low round. Now, some of these cards are very, very good. I want to talk about Dylan Cruz in particular, because he sort of looks like a right-handed version of that 86 Max Clark that we saw, except he's a lot better defensively. This is definitely a card that I want on my team, except he's 36,000 stubs. If you're watching this and you don't have the pre-order, his price is going to be way lower by the time you get your hands on this, so don't be afraid. I'm recording this literally an hour after the game came out, so don't worry. His price will go down, but this is a very, very solid looking card in 87 Dylan Cruz. Speaking of pipeline cards, let's talk about the pipeline program. Now, same story as the spring breakout. You get a whole bunch of these gold cards, and then you get some diamonds. Dalton Rushing is very solid. He looks like a very, very good left-handed catcher that you could have on day number 1. Jordan Lawler is good. Another deluxe pipeline pack. It's the exact same pack that I just showed you. It works the exact same way. And then for completing the pipeline program, you will get 87 Walker Jenkins. Now, this card is very good. He's balanced across the board hitting stats. He is a gold fielder at P1. And he's going to have enough speed to get it done in right field, which is where I would play him. He has the speed for right. He does not quite for center field. So Walker Jenkins is going to be a very, very solid card for the top of your order. So now I want to talk about Diamond Quest and the rewards that you can get from this new game mode added to Diamond Dynasty this year. So if you look now, you have rare and epic rewards. If you do a stadium challenge on Hall of Fame, you have a 50% chance to get a ball in as a habit pack, and you have a 6% chance to get one of either Garrett Crochet or Bryson Stott. Okay, if you complete the challenge on GOAT difficulty, you will get the ball in as a habit pack, and you have a 40% chance to get Garrett Crochet or Bryson Stott. Okay, so now if we look over at the other ones, is the same story for Noah Schultz and Travis Bazana, as well as Matt Shaw and Chase Burns. Garrett Crochet is who I would say is probably the best reward that you can get out of Diamond Quest right now. Sinker, cutter, he has the new sweeper, and obviously he's Garrett Crochet. Oh, they didn't give him Outlier. Okay, never mind. I don't know what I'm talking about. But these stats, even on themselves, will play without Outlier. That 99 velo is very, very good. The pitching clutch and hits per 9 are very, very good. And of course, the fact that he's Garrett Crochet and he just always is a very solid card. Other reward that you can get instead of Garrett Crochet is going to be 87 Bryson Stott. He has that very good clutch, he has that very good contact, a little bit lower on the power, but the fielding is spectacular. You kind of know what you're going to get with Bryson Stott pretty much right away. His cards are going to look like this. Now, the other 87 that you can get from Diamond Quest is Noah Schultz, who sort of is a mini Garrett Crochet. Left-handed, hard fastball, plays for the White Sox. Honestly, his stats might be a little bit better than Crochet's, and he does not have any quirks, which is unfortunate, but still a very, very, very good card if you can get your hands on Noah Schultz. The other 87 that you might get instead of Schultz is Travis Bazana. He has that high contact, he has that pretty decent power, that amazing clutch, and he's very, very fast. He is going to be a super solid second baseman for you. He'll have gold fielding and reaction at P2, P5, gold reaction only at P2. And he also can play center field, which is very valuable because SDS has said that they are going to be giving cards less secondary positions this year. So if you see a guy like Travis Bazana who has a secondary position, consider him because that is very, very valuable this year. The lowest overall cards that you can get, the lowest overall diamonds that you can get from Diamond Quest this year are Matt Shaw. Look at those secondary positions. He can play everywhere on the infield except first base, and honestly, if you could play him at first base, I wouldn't even. He is going to be very, very good at second base for you. He has that mid power, he has that mid contact, he has that very, very good clutch, and he's not a slug either. He's going to be able to leg out some doubles, maybe even a triple or two for you. Matt Shaw is very, very solid. And the other guy who's in there with Matt Shaw is Chase Burns. I think he just went second or third overall in the 2024 draft. Very good card. The pitch mix is poo-poo, stinky, caca, buns, but his stats are going to play. Another big change that they made to the game this year is that the USA Conquest map is now split up into 3 different maps. You now have the West, Central, and East instead of just the big ass map that they had in years past. From the West, you can get Jay DePaula from the Dodgers, a left-handed outfielder who is going to be unbelievable at hitting. He's also going to be unbelievably bad at defense. So use at your own risk. You also could get the young shortstop from the Seattle Mariners, Cole Young. I don't know why you would want him, but you can have him if you really want. Over to the Central, you can get Quinn Matthews, the left-handed starter from the Cardinals. I don't know if you guys remember, but he had a 99 awards card in the minor league baseball awards program that they did on MLB 24. This card looks very good. The only thing I think holding him back is the BB9 in control, as well as his pitch mix, but the rest of this card looks very good. You also might be interested in Emmanuel Rodriguez from the Minnesota Twins. That very nice power number versus righties, which is good because this is a left-handed hitter. He has nice mid-70s clutch, and he's going to be able to lock it down for you in the outfield as well. For the East, you will see Thomas White, left-handed starter for the Miami Marlins. Pretty much the same issue as Quinn Matthews. The card looks good, BB9 control and the pitch mix are holding him back, but the rest of the card looks very good. And as well, you will have Braden Taylor, left-handed third baseman for the Rays. He's going to kill righties for you. He'll be iffy versus lefties, but if you're decent at the game, you can get it done. And he's also going to play a pretty decent infield for you, depending on, wherever you want to put him. So let's talk about collections now, and if you played MLB The Show in MLB 22 or before, this screen will look so familiar to you, and you probably just made a big mess in your pants because it means that the Legends and Flashback Collections is back. No more of this season collection garbage that we had in the last two games. We will now be getting the Legends and Flashbacks collection, and they did confirm it to us that the Legends and Flashbacks collection, the first one, will come out on April 25th. If you have any predictions for who that might be, feel free to leave them below in the comments section. I want to read them all. I want to hear what you guys think. But let's talk about what you can get from these collections, okay? Obviously, a little bit of a spoiler alert, but you're going to get an 88 Roki Sasaki from the Pipeline collection, but before him, you're going to get 87 Carson Williams. Extremely good power numbers on this card. Very, very good defense on this card. He is going to be a very, very nice shortstop to have on your squad. After him at 25 cards collected, it'll be Roman Anthony, who again, very, very good card. He's going to be able to get it done for you in center field. He's going to be able to get it done for you at the plate. Big ticket item for the Pipeline series is Roki Sasaki. I mean, there is not much on this card that you wish was better, because there's not much on this card to even improve. This is a very, very, very good card. If you remember from MLB 23, that 99 World Baseball Classic card that he had, it's Vietnam flashbacks, okay? And imagine this too, Outlier Sinker, alright? I'm sorry. The Spring Breakout Collection, due to just the limited amount of Spring Breakout cards, you only need 10 to get Leo DeVry, and he is very good as well. Switch hitting shortstop who fields his position excellently, and very, very good hitting numbers across the board. Leo DeVry, you'll like him, you'll love him, you'll want to kiss him. I don't know. Now, how about the real big ticket item? Let's talk about the Live Series Collection rewards. Starting in the NL West, you will have 93 Chase Headley, maybe tomorrow or next week. There we go. Switch hitting third baseman, very good power numbers, very good versus righties. High clutch is awesome and fields the position exceptionally. Chase Headley will be on my team immediately. I mean, come on. Seriously, look at this guy. The NL Central is definitely another guy that I want on my team, is Ted Simmons. If you asked me who this guy was 6 hours ago, I would have told you he was probably a guitarist for a band I've never heard of in the 1960s. I've never heard of Ted Simmons. He's new in the game this year, and this card looks very good. He's going to be on my team. He's a switch hitting catcher with very, very good clutch numbers. He looks very enjoyable, and those tight pants, they're not a bad look on him. Time for the NL East, and another new legend in the game is Jordan Zimmermann. If you asked me to name every no-hitter in MLB history, I would most certainly not name Jordan Zimmermann's, because I would not have remembered it. But he's in the game, and he has thrown a no-hitter, so it's a milestone no-hitter card. Very good hits per nine, as you would expect. Very nice pitch mix. You kind of wish there was a cutter in there instead of maybe a 12-6. But what are you going to do? The card is still very solid, and he is still going to give you miles for the first little bit of this game. Let's talk about the AL now and the AL West. Don Baylor of the Los Angeles Angels. Play that clip where Vlad Sr. throws out the first pitch and Don Baylor breaks his knee trying to catch it. Hilarious, depending on who you ask. If you ask me, it's not funny at all, so don't ask me, okay? But he's very good versus lefties. The clutch is a little bit lower than you might like. I kind of winced at that the first time I saw that, but he's going to be very good against lefties with nobody on base. And you'll want to play him at first base because, his ability to catch a ball in left field is definitely up for debate. So that's Don Baylor. Another new legend in the game. They have just been hitting us with legends like Mike Tyson jabs. It's incredible how many legends they added this year. Incredible how many bangers of legends they added, including Jason Kipnis, second baseman for the Guardians. He's just solid around the board. There's not much on this card that you don't like, except maybe he doesn't have any secondaries, but what are you going to do? He's probably better at second base, better at second base over any other position on the infield, so Jason Kipnis for the AL Central is very, very solid. The final division boss, and the one that is most likely to feature in my nightmares, it's going to be 91 overall Darren O'Day. Look at the hits per nine, man. 115 hits per nine on day one, 125 pitching clutch. If you want to talk about pay to win, this is the key example. Darren O'Day will not give up a hit until June in this game. It's incredible how good this card is. Sinker, slider, circle change, four seam, but the pitch mix doesn't matter. As soon as you look at his arm slot, it's incredible. This guy throws from Satan's ball sack, and it's a dot every time. It's insane. Darren O'Day, get him. Just get this card. That's all I have to say about that. Now, I'm not exactly sure which Roger Clemens card is better. The 83 overall that you get from the starter program or this 99 that you get for the AL collection. It seems like a bit of a toss-up to me, but I honestly think the gold might be better. But this 99, it's sort of whatever. It's sort of the best pitch mix in the game, and some of the best per nines, and the pitching clutch is really, really good, and he is outlier, but that's kind of whatever, because the gold is there's pink on the card art, so it's cooler. If you put a gun to my head and you said, predict the National League collection reward, I'd be dead, alright? If you gave me 10 chances, I'd be dead because I would have never guessed Gil Hodges. But here we are. The hitting stats are incredible. That 125 contact versus left. He's 100 plus on everything that can be. He is the only card in the game, I believe, that does that. Gil Hodges is incredible. He's incredible. He can play first base, and he can do it exceptionally well. That is your National League collection. And finally, the new legend in the game, Carlos Beltran, the switch-hitting center fielder for the New York Mets. He is unbelievable. I cannot describe to you the tingles that this card gives me in places that do not normally tingle. This card is unbelievable. I am so excited to get my greasy, grimy Canadian little hands all over this fella. But ladies and gentlemen, that is all for me today. We have gone over every little bit of content that SDS has added into MLB The Show 25. If you are as excited for this game as I am, drop a like on this video. Comment the card that you are most excited to get, the card that you are grinding the most for day one, and be sure to subscribe to the channel because we are going to be dropping bangers all weekend. Tomorrow we are uploading the first experience with Diamond Quest, and the day after that we are doing first BR run of the year. A little bit later on in the week we are probably doing the first ranked seasons game of the year. If you want to see any of those videos, smash like, smash subscribe so you do not miss out. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.